What's up, YouTube world? It's BClair87 checking in, and I'm back to let you into my Robinhood stock market investment account. Now, the market's closed at the moment, but boy, has it been extremely red. I'm talking really, really hammered. And the reason for the stock market, just as far as crash, to be honest, is just due to all the uncertainty that we continue to have in the world. The Fed's continuing to raise the interest rates. Inflation continues to be really high, and the pandemic numbers are continuing to just go out of control. We just can't seem to get a grip, and the market is reacting by crashing during all of this uncertainty. But for today's video, what I wanted to do is prepare you by just bringing up 5 stocks that I believe should be able to do well and will definitely be able to stand at the test of time. So if you are looking to get into the stock market, but you're a little, scared or a little uncertain about what stocks to invest in, especially while everything's red, rest assured, have no fear. These 5 stocks that I'm going to be covering today, I believe, are going to be your safest bets. Now, first up, we're going to start with ticker symbol PG, Procter Gamble. As you can see right now, they're trading for $161 per share. And for the past year, Procter Gamble's share price is up 19%. Now, chances are you're definitely aware of Procter Gamble and as far as what they bring to the table. As you can see, they operate through a number of segments: beauty, grooming, healthcare, fabrics and home care, baby, feminine, family care items, just a number of different things that we're always going to need to use, whether the economy is good or bad. Also, Procter & Gamble pays a dividend to their shareholders. So this is just a company, again, that I mentioned, whether the economy is up or is down, you're going to want to be investing into Procter & Gamble. It's just a really way to kind of, it's a really safe investment because, again, as I mentioned, based off the products that they serve and share for us, you're always going to need. So Procter & Gamble is number 1 on my list. Next up, we have Apple. Apple's one of the largest tech companies. It's definitely the biggest market cap company in the game with a market cap of about $3 trillion. Apple is definitely going to be here to stay. And Apple, they're responsible for, your iPhones, your tablets, as far as, your iWatches. There's Apple TV. Apple is definitely changing the game. They're here to stay. They're definitely going to get into like the metaverse. There's also talks of Apple dealing with electronic vehicles. And just as you can see, for the past year, Apple continues to be doing very well. In fact, the share price is up 29%, and the current share price right now is $165. Chances are you probably have some type of Apple product in your house right now or with you at the moment. And if you don't, trust me, someone very close to you, as far as a family member or friend, they're probably going to have an Apple product. So Apple is also going to be a really good company that should be able to stand the test of time, whether the economy is good or bad. Next up, we have Microsoft, another tech giant. Microsoft, they're responsible for, as far as computers, they're responsible for video games. They're responsible for, as far as Microsoft Teams, which is allowing individuals to work from home. And Microsoft will also be getting into the metaverse very soon. Like Apple, Microsoft also has a market cap that is multi-trillion dollars. So believe me, they're going to be here to stay. In fact, they just spent about $80 billion to purchase Activision. So Microsoft is really making some moves. For the past year, they're up 42%. And right now, Microsoft's current share price is $304. So believe me, Microsoft, they're only going to continue to keep getting better, especially as technology continues to, basically run the world. And as far as is just really pivotal in just far as keeping the world connected with one another. So Microsoft is going to be another good investment that you're definitely going to want to make and just kind of continue to consistently invest in. Next up isn't necessarily a company, but more so an ETF, and that's ticker symbol VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Now, what this far as ETF is, it's a basket of the total stock market. So basically, it has a piece of many of the biggest companies, or just as far as all the companies that are within the S&P 500 stock market. In the past year, the price is up 14%. As you can see, it's currently priced at $228. So as I mentioned, it is a basket of different companies where it has some technology companies, some financial companies, healthcare companies, industrial companies, real estate. But let's go ahead and check out the top 10 holdings of VTI. You see Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Tesla, Nvidia, United Health, and Berkshire Hathaway. Believe me, this is a company that you can definitely just invest in little by little, daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly. But you just definitely want to be investing in this company or just in this ETF. My apologies. Like I said, if you don't necessarily know what individual companies to pick, you can never go wrong with an ETF. So yes, an ETF like VTI will definitely do you good because, again, as I mentioned, it's a basket of a number of different sectors in the stock market. So you're also going to want to add VTI to your portfolio. And the last one that I want to touch on for the five far as companies that you should just invest in is another ETF, and this one is the Vanguard Information Technology ETF, VGT. As you can see, for the past year, the price is up 18% or $415. And like VTI, VGT is a basket of a number of different companies. But the difference with VGT and VTI is VGT is technology focused. So they are, as you can see, invested 91% in some of the best technology companies in the game, which include Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Cisco Systems, Salesforce, but then also some great financial companies as well. Visa, MasterCard, I forgot to mention Adobe, but just a number of different companies. This technology ETF is also great to hedge against what's currently going on in the current market. So just to recap, the 5 companies that I believe you should be investing in on a regular, consistent basis are Procter Gamble, Apple, Microsoft, VTI, and VGT. Again, if you're having any trouble picking any types of individual companies, you cannot go wrong with these 5 companies. What I would suggest, something easy that you can do, is just commit to investing $100 a month into the stock market. Of course, you can always go higher. In fact, I would encourage you to go higher. But just in case, if you're working on a budget or so, try to do at least $100 into the stock market per month. What you do, deposit that amount, and then you just spread that money equally amongst these 5 companies. So again, to use a $100 for an example, you're going to put 20 in Procter & Gamble, 20 in Apple, 20 in Microsoft, 20 in VTI, and 20 in VGT. Again, I'm just using $100 because I feel like, you should definitely be able to spare that on a monthly basis. But if you can go higher, go higher. If you're going to do $500 monthly, 100 in Procter & Gamble, 100 in Apple, 100 in Microsoft, 100 in VTI, 100 in VGT. Believe me, if you just do it on a regular basis, say for one whole year, you do it January through December, and you commit again to a number between $100 or even $500, and you spread it amongst these 5 companies, by the end of the year, you're definitely going to be happy because you're going to experience the gains of the share prices as those go up, in addition to some dividends, because these companies also pay you dividends. So you will receive some compensation just for holding these shares. And the more shares that you hold, the higher your dividends will be that you receive from the company. Also, the more shares that you hold, the higher the capital gains, meaning when the stock prices goes up, that's just more profit and more gains for you. So again, Procter & Gamble, Apple, Microsoft, VTI, VGT, just in case you're having any troubles picking out what you should be investing in. I hope that those 5 companies make sense to you, and I hope that they help you out on your investing journey, because while things are red, believe me, they're not going to stay red. And those particular 5 that I mentioned, they will do well in the long run, especially if you're loading the boat on those now. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then I'm also going to have some links to Robinhood. So there'll be a link for you to click, download the app, and get a free stock. There'll also be a Webull link. Click that link, download the Webull app, get a free stock. And then I also have Coinbase in there as well. Click that Coinbase link, download the app, and get some free cryptocurrency. So other than that, hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll be checking back in soon. Peace.